Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm very delighted to come back again, and I can see many familiar faces, and they're giving me the same joy like how they gave me last time. I remember how we had very wonderful sessions last year, and I learned a lot from you. I hope you also learned from me, and you've been practicing all we talked about, or most of what we talked about. Yeah. We still remember something that we talked about last year. There was something we said that I was hoping you remember. Yeah, you.
You teach us how to talk. I think it was how to people.
All right, I taught you how to draw a mountain and people. Yeah. Yes, and I said something that you have to do every time. Do you remember what I said? Yes. Yeah, practice. That's it. Practice, practice, practice. All right. I've come today not to teach how to draw, but to help you to know how to do other things well and how to become a better person. I realize that many young people do not really realize how lucky they are, especially when we are part of this great country called well. And I think if I help you to realize the opportunities in this country and the advantages around you, that will also make you to take advantage of these opportunities to become a better version of yourself. You know, as I told you last time, I come from Africa, the continent Africa. My country is Cameroon. I am from the English-speaking part of that country. Yes. Yeah, not, yeah, yes, to an extent. Yeah, thank you for that. So, yeah, I'm from the English part of Cameroon, and I've been around here for a while now. Now, my dear young friends, as you are sitting here today, you know there are children in some parts of the world, some parts of Africa, Asia, Latin America. They're not even able to go to school today because of some problems or some troubles. Some of them don't even have what to eat. Some of them don't have the opportunity to pay tuition fee or hospital bills. Not because it is their fault, but just because they have been born in those parts of the world. But here in Wales, we have almost everything. Most of you, before you came to school today, at least you had something to eat, which is good. When you can't go back, there will be something to eat, which is fine. And you'll be sure to come back to school tomorrow. Presently, in the country called Ukraine, in a place called Gaza, there are children who are not able to, they cannot even survive because they don't know what will happen to them in the next hour or the next minute. Thankfully, we are not like that, and that will never happen to us. But that gives you more responsibility to understand that you are lucky, and you have to be grateful for being part of this country because all that we have in this country came from somewhere. Some people fought for our security. Some people died for our freedom. When you grow up, you know of a war called the Second World War, where someone called Hitler wanted to take over the freedom of this country, but your ancestors fought against that, and they defeated him. Many died in order to safeguard all the things we have in this country. So you have to make sure that you take advantage of all these things, take responsibility and become a better version of yourself in anything you have decided to do in the world. Fundamentally, every child is born with a gift. You have wonderful gifts within you. You have greatness residing within you. There is so much you can do when you believe. If you work hard and dream big, there is no limit to who you can become. And this country, more than many other countries in the world, helps children to give them the ideal situations or conditions where they can stand up and move the world. Looking at you, I can see the future leaders of the world. I can see nation builders, change agents. I can see visionaries. There is so much energy in you that I can feel it. But it doesn't matter if I feel it and you don't feel it. Let no one ever make you feel this about yourself. Always know that you count, that you have worth, and that your life has ultimate significance. And that you are very important as far as you are concerned. You are a hero in your own world. You are a legend in your own right. You are a champion in your own story. Never be afraid to dream big and to work hard. Remember these words. If you dream big and work hard, there will be no limit to you to what you can become. Now, in this country, you have very good schools, educational facilities, great trained teachers, good universities that are waiting on you to go and benefit from, so that you can develop your talent and in turn feed the country too with knowledge and other countries in the world. In this country, the medical facilities are wonderful. When you are not well, your parents may just ring your GP and you go and get some medication or some prescriptions from your doctor. Some children don't have this luxury. You eat 3 square meals a day. Some people don't even have 1 or 2. They are struggling even to eat. But you don't realize how lucky you are. What about the scientific and technological developments today, like the internet? But sometimes we use the internet for the wrong reasons, just for TikTok and for play. But that resource called the internet has so much that you can learn from. For example, I use YouTube. I call it the best university in the world. I use it to communicate with the greatest minds of all time because I use YouTube to see people who came to the world and create great changes, achieve wonderful things. I listen to them talk. I listen to them tell me their stories and make me to understand what they did to become great. So, you have to use the resources of this country and the facilities to become a better citizen. Because you are just a potential, and you have to develop that potential so that that potential becomes more productive for yourself, for your family, for your country, and for the whole world. This time we live in a world called a global village, which means that you are so connected to children in other countries in the world more than any other generation in human history. And that also comes with the responsibility. And as citizens of the world that you are, you must make sure you take advantage of this country, become the better, and also strive to help people in other places around the world, to help the children in Latin America, in Asia, and in Africa, to make them to feel what they could not feel without your own support. Remember how special you are, how lucky you are, and be grateful for that. Sometimes you have a lot of reasons to blame, to complain, and you have all these excuses that don't really mean. You don't have the real problems, and I hope you never have them. On the contrary, be grateful for where you are, be grateful for your parents, be grateful for your government, and make sure that you do your best to become the better. As you grow up, may you know that there is nothing in life that is easy to do. When you start doing anything, it's going to be difficult. But when you practice and practice and practice, it will be easier. The more you practice to do anything, the easier it becomes. And there is no great achievement in the world that was achieved easily. It doesn't come from a platter of gold. It doesn't just happen by chance. Great things happen because people work day and night to make those things to happen. Because people show up in the morning and leave late at night. Because people are working at work. They are proficient in whatever thing they are doing. They lose their sweat, their blood, and their tears. They give everything they want in order to achieve certain things in the world. So, if you try to do something, to achieve something, the fact that you fail a few times doesn't mean you will never do it. It simply means that there is an opportunity for you to learn. Failing is not bad, but quitting is very bad. So never quit. Never give up. Never tell yourself that you cannot do anything. Always look deep inside and tell yourself that yes, I can. I can, I will, I must. That should be your motto. I can, I will, I must. When you fail, no problem, we strategize. Learn from the failure and carry on again. There is nothing that is achieved in life when somebody tries the first time. No. You can try the first time and fail, the second time and fail. If you keep on trying, one day you are going to win. All of you have the seeds of championship within you, of greatness within you. But those are just seeds. They are just potentials. You have to make sure that you become those champions, those heroes and those legends of this country, and make your family proud and your parents proud. That means that you'll be able to compete with yourself, to upgrade yourself, to make sure that every day you do one good thing to push yourself forward. This country has a lot for you to enjoy. Look at your great heritage, the Welsh language, your Welsh flag, your castles, your seas, your slates, your slopes, your sands, your mountains, your valleys, your oceans. Those are treasures of nature that the universe has given to you. But you don't enjoy these things. During bank holidays, we see how cars brought from England because people want to come and enjoy the things you have for free. The last time when I came, we had part of our workshop in the castle. I still remember. We enjoyed it. Many children around the world don't have this luxury. But just looking at you as human beings, I know how much energy you carry within. There is unfathomable power within you. There is so much creative ingenuity within you. And this country's greatness in the future depends on you. Whether you like it or not, you shall become the future leaders of this country. People like me, and your mothers or your fathers, very soon will be swept away from the world, or they'll get old. And the leadership baton will go to you. So you should be ready to lead. Who knows what the leader does? Who can tell me what the leader does? Yes. Pardon? They do what? I don't get that very well.
They do what's right for their country.
Yes. Leaders do what is right for their country. They have compassion for their country. They have empathy for their country. They are law abiding. They follow the rules and regulations of their land. And they make sure that their country is free of crime and evil. That is great. Another suggestion, what do leaders do? Yes.
They help other people.
That is wonderful. Leaders help other people. So do superheroes. So if I call you and tell you that you are a leader, it is because I've seen the tendency in you to help other people. I know that you can go out of your way to make sure that another person has a happier life. And to help someone, it doesn't mean that you do too much. You can help people in very little ways. You can help somebody just by listening to them. You can help somebody just by giving them a word of encouragement. You can help somebody just by accompanying them in something. A word of encouragement, a listening ear, a smile can even be a help to somebody. We all need people to love us, to pay attention to us. And you can help by sharing. And you don't only share material things, you can also share your time, your knowledge, your stories. So that your story of today and my story of today becomes our story of tomorrow, as we are looking forward towards our shared destiny. You are all leaders. Already. Your younger brothers and sisters are looking up to you. Also, you people combined, you look up to your parents, but your younger ones are looking up to you. When they see you, they know that you are going to teach them the right examples and the better things to do. So assume that responsibility of leadership. And wherever you are in this country, know that every action you take and things you do has consequences. There is nothing that you do without consequences. Whether you do it or you don't do it, everything that happens around you has their consequences. So, excuse me?
There's still 5 minutes if you want
We
to.
still have 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine.
So we still, anything that you do has consequences. Now, I want to advise you on certain things that you are expected to do as children in order to become responsible citizens of this country. The first thing is that, let me throw the question to you. What do you do the first thing in the morning when you get out from bed, when you are awake? You, yes? You get dressed for school. The first thing. Good. You? A shower. Good. You? Alright. Breakfast. And you? What you are thinking, you?
I wake my dog up nicely.
You wake your dog up nicely. Wonderful. And you?
I brush my teeth.
Yeah, good. Anyway, let me suggest what you should do. All the answers are correct. You know what I do? The first thing I do when I get up from bed in the morning is to arrange my bed, to tidy my bed, to keep my bed very well. My bed is always impeccable. I arrange it so immaculate, so spotless that when I come back in the afternoon or in the evening, come back to my room, I'm so happy to come back to an organized room. It gives me a tiny sense of pride. It makes me to know that I'm coming to a well-arranged room, arranged by me. That is my first task and responsibility for the day. You have to organize your life. And the first thing you do to organize your life is what you do to your own room, to the place that you live. So from today, the first thing to do every morning is to organize and arrange your bed in a very, very nice way. So that you are so proud to go back to your own room that you arrange yourself. Let your parents be like, what is happening? Let them see some positive changes in you. And after that, the small chores in life like cleaning of the dishes. Those little things like maybe mopping of the house or of your house, taking care of your young one. Do them mindfully and happily. Deliberately decide to contribute in the welfare of your family. to be part of the solutions of the problems of your family, no matter how little. That is how you begin to become a leader. That's how you begin responsibility. And when you come to school, be at school. Learn. Follow up what your teachers are telling you. And know that sooner than later, you shall be the leaders of this great country. That is how you attract good leadership to yourself. But to be honest with you, no matter how much you try, as a human being, some days you are going to fail. Some days you'll be rejected, you'll be insulted, you'll be ignored by other people. But it doesn't matter. No one's opinion about you should be your reality. Always know that you count, that you have worth, that your life has ultimate significance. Always know that you are beautiful and wonderfully made. Let no one ever take that away from you. Always know that you are a very special human being. No one is better than you, and you are not better than anyone else. You are a champion in your own league. You are a hero in your own story. You are a legend in your own right. Don't sell that part of you to anybody. Wherever you are in the world, know that your perspective counts, your individuality counts, your uniqueness counts. And the world needs that perspective from you. There is something which the universe has given to you that only you can give to the world. If you don't give, no one will give. That makes you to be very special. So be happy with yourself as you are. Be happy with your being, with your essence. Because you are wonderful. You are the most magical creation in human history. Have you imagined that there has never been anyone in the world like you? There is no one in the world like you today. And there will never ever be anyone in the world like you. And when you want to become good at something, there is no way around hard work. 3 P's. Practice. 3 P's. You have to say 3 P's. What do you say? Practice, practice, practice. Yes. That should follow you all through your life. Always practice, practice, and practice. It doesn't matter how many times you fail. As long as you keep on practicing, you end up winning at some point. I still practice every day. I told you last year that I'm still practicing every day, even now. Before I came to school today, I practiced in the morning. So, any question? Yes. Are we having another project? Starting today? No, not really. I just came today to have this conversation with you. Maybe sometime in the future there will be another project, but not yet. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Yes? Pardon? Coming here. So much. You know, I was so delighted when I had the invitation to come, especially because I was coming to meet you people. So, yeah, I like to come. How are we for time?
That's playtime now, but if you want a few more minutes, you're welcome to have a few more minutes. If there's any more questions.
Have 2 more minutes? Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Yes. Pardon?
Max.
What's my favorite piece of artwork? Well, I showed you the last time you did the hotel, right? And I don't have it here, unfortunately, what I've shown you. But I can send it to your teacher to show you at some point. I'll send it to you, telephone, yeah. Pardon?
That's good.
Yes, yes. You remember? Yeah, I gave a piece of artwork to the display, yeah. Thank you for reminding that. Yes? What's my favorite place in Conway? I think it's the school. And second, the castle.
That's good.
All right. Yeah, it's been a wonderful pleasure to talk to you again, and I wish you well in all your life. Be great students, great children, and I'm looking forward to an exciting future for all of you. May you be blessed. Cheers.
Clap, Maori Sam, do another.
Yeah.